Alison, when we decided to write our own vows, the first thing that came to mind is how we write each other letters. Although it's old-fashioned, I have a lot more success putting my thoughts into words on paper than trying to speak off the cuff, so that's been an integral part of our relationship from the start. I knew there was something special between us, maybe not the first time we ever met for anybody who knows that story, but from the first time that we actually spent time together. I never wanted it to end, and by some miracle, it never did.
I'll never forget the conversation between my mom and I the very first time you were coming to Chattanooga. She asked me, "So what's he like?" And I said, "I don't really know. All I know is that I've never met anyone like him before." When I was younger, I knew what everything about this day would look like, except for the man standing across from me. Now that I'm here, standing across from you, it's more perfect than I could have ever imagined.
I truly believe we were made for each other, and that God's plan has allowed us to grow and prepare our hearts for a love so pure and unconditional that it couldn't be anything other than divine. It began from the long distance period that we had, not that we couldn't call or text, but there was something special about writing you every week.
When I signed up for these crazy races that we have to be up at 2 a.m. for, you get up with me, no questions asked, run around, cheer me on for 3+ hours, and the whole time you're making sure I have what I need. You are the person I've dreamt about my whole life. You uplift me, accept me, support me, and love me. You bring out the funny, goofy, outgoing, confident side of me, and you encourage me to be more of who I am.
Alison, you're my everything. You're the part of me I'm always talking to even when you're not around. You're my motivation to get out of bed in the morning, to be a better person, and to provide a life that's worthy to have you in it. You're everything that's right in the world. You're intentional, and even on my worst days, you believe in me. You're perfect in my eyes.
There have been times in my life where I've put walls up, afraid to show who I truly am, or talk about what I'm going through. And you have met me at those points with patience, grace, compassion, and love. You have taught me what true, genuine love is in a way that I didn't even know that I deserved. You're my best friend and the love of my life.
When we packed up and moved to Florida, it wasn't easy. It was a massive leap of faith that took a lot of trust, a lot of patience, and a lot of grace. But the whole time we had each other. That's when I realized wherever you are is where I want to be. And that's because when I look at you, I can feel it. I look at you and I'm home. When people look back on their lives, it's not just a flat track. It's more like a roller coaster. And the ride with you has already been and will continue to be everything I've ever desired. You are my greatest adventure. I'm so lucky I found the person that God intended for me. You make me whole.
I truly believe that God has handcrafted us for each other. Just how I found you in this life, we will find each other in the next, because one lifetime with you will never be enough. I cannot wait to start our lives together as husband and wife. And as we have signed off many of the letters we have written to each other, I love you, and as always, I'm all yours.
I vow I will always provide you with a life and a husband that you can be proud of. I vow to always be loyal and trusting, and to never stop communicating with you. I vow to always love you, to never take you for granted. I'm so honored to be the man that you've chosen to love you forever. And I promise that I won't let you down. I love you.
Thomas, you may kiss the bride.